Hey guys, it's Oscar back again. Another shave scent of the day recap. So today's shave was cool. I was gone for a few days for Thanksgiving. Came back and I had a thing I had been wanting had been delivered while I was gone. Came home, the box was here waiting for me. Got to open it up. I'll get to that in a second. But the soap of the day, real quick, was Peter's A Cold Day In from the club. Whoops, hang on. A Cold Day In from the club. Awesome label. Some people, I don't know, weren't crazy about it, so Peter's going to be changing it or has changed it, but he'll be putting this back up. Fantastic. It was super slick. It was awesome. I wanted to use this new brush I got with a soap that I was confident would work and be happy, I'd be happy with, and it's nice and slick. And the weather's kind of crappy right now, so I saw this one and I jumped right on it. But this one, I actually got this in a raffle from Scott Turner. It's a That Darn Rob brush. Really, and I don't have any Darn Rob brushes, so I was happy to see this one up for raffle. Really cool. I mean, even better in person. Kind of reminds me of the Washington Redskins colors a little bit. But it's pretty cool. But I really was anxious to try the knot. It's called a High Mountain White Elite. I'm not sure who makes that. If it's Nathan Clark, I don't know who. I'm sorry, I really don't know who makes that. If anybody you know, maybe you can help me out. 24 millimeter fan, and it was awesome. This one, up to now, one of my favorite brushes right off the bat, right out of the box, straight to use, was the silver tip I got from Rob Phillips at Local Gent. This gives it a run for its money. Right off the top, I don't know how many times Scott used it. I don't know. I think he said he lathered it once or twice. But this thing was like butter. I mean, it was a killer lather, and just went on like in my last video, I think, or one of the other ones, I said very few things feel as good as a well broken in Savile Row lathering on the face. This is up there. This is really up there. This is a fantastic knot. Again, High Mountain White Elite on a That Darn Rob handle, 24 millimeter. This was fantastic with this soap and the aftershave. But best part of the shave, I was really looking forward to it, was, and I'd seen a couple reviews, and I was finally able to pull the trigger. I had the resources for it, but it was the Timeless Bronze. I had seen this, and I'd seen a couple of reviews, and it's just awesome in person, especially. It's really nice. So it is machined. I know in some of the reviews we saw that there would be a couple machining marks, and there are, but nothing that ruins the cosmetics of it at all. It's a really nice hefty handle, and just look at the engraving, the detail on the engraving. I hope you can focus. The detail on the engraving is really nice. Now it's a scalloped top cap, but it's a straight base plate. And then here you can see kind of some of the machining swirls in here. And it is cleaned off, but those are actually part of the machining. And it's only a 3/8 blade gap. So his other, or there's Timeless's other options are a 6/8 and a 9/5. And this, like, I saw Bailey's review, and he had said, and I agree, it's not aggressive, but it's very efficient. And it was only a 3/8 blade gap, so I said, you know what? I think I'm going to try. Yep, feather. Bad idea. Bad idea. I had little blood pock marks all over the place. Well, in my infinite wisdom, I figured it's mild and efficient. It's only a 3/8 blade gap. Why not use a more aggressive blade? But just because there's a 3/8 blade gap, I think what makes it more aggressive is the shortness of the bar. To me, on some of the more mild razors I have, the comb sticks out more on the sides this way. So the blade gap, there's no blade in there, but the blade gap is, from what I understand, the gap between the blade and the base plate. But with the shortness of the bar, as far as how far out it goes, that you definitely feel the blade on your face. And it is efficient, yes, but it'll still get you. And it did to me. It's not a matter so much of pressure, because I already know minimal pressure with feathers especially, but maybe more, I mean, technique, probably just technique. But again, the aggressiveness to me in this experience was, it wasn't so much about blade gap, it was about how much of this bar sticks out. Like a very mild razor for me is this Gillette Tech. So the bar sticks out a lot more from the base, from the head plate, from the top cap. It sticks out a lot more than this one does in relation to the top cap. So I think that's where kind of the aggressive blade gap, yeah, it plays a role, obviously, but how much comb or bar sticks out this way and this way really contributes to the aggressiveness of the razor as well. So that was that shave. And I learned, I mean, it's only the first use. Obviously, we'll get used to it. It's beautiful. It's definitely a keeper. And of course, the stand with the timeless razor. So that was it. A little treat to myself. And it was a great shave. And that was that. And following it up with, it's called Ormonde Man by Ormonde Jayne out of London. Really nice, pretty bright, nice packaging. Comes with a little bit of literature. Ormonde Jayne. Now, as far as the notes on it, top notes: juniper, bergamot, pink pepper, which I'm a big fan of, cardamom, and coriander. So there's like really good spiciness in the opening. And after a few minutes, actually, I mean, it lasts really, really nice. In the middle notes, we have oud, black hemlock, oddly enough, and then on the base, vetiver, cedar, sandalwood, and musk, which is pretty standard for, you know, kind of a dark-based, you know, maybe colder weather fragrance. Now, this one is one that Maria always says how much she likes it. Now, a lot of the stuff I have, she's kind of like, meh. She's like, yeah, it smells okay, blah, blah. But this one, she will say, you smell amazing. I really like it. Can I try it? And, you know, it'd be safe for a woman to use, especially kind of in the darker weather. I mean, the colder weather. So, yeah, really interesting notes on the top, the middle, and the base. It lasts amazing. This stuff, I mean, it'll stick around for a long time. And I just thought with kind of with the weather being what it is, this soap with this fragrance would be a good combination. So again, it's Ormonde Man by Ormonde Jayne. And that was a raffle win. I got that from the raffle pages, the Totally Fragrance raffles on Facebook. Check it out. I mean, it is gambling, but you could get something awesome like that for a few bucks. So there you go. All right, that was it. That was today. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I had a great time visiting family up north, and even stopped by Old Town Shaving for a few minutes last night on the way home. So hope everyone's good. Be well. Peace.